Welcome everyone. Hello to another INIT Talks. Today we got Anjali Silva. She is a racing driver for Team BRIT, known for breaking barriers, inspiring disabled individuals in motorsport. And she's going to walk the London Marathon next year to raise money for MS UK. So we can start talking about this. So can you tell me more about this marathon?
Yeah, sure thing. So, hi everyone, I'm Angie. I will be taking part in the London Marathon next year on the 27th of April, which is a Sunday. I have MS, so my body works half the time and doesn't the other half. I became paralysed for about 2 weeks from the waist down, so I didn't really have use of my legs. Now I am able to walk. I use a walking stick, so taking on the marathon is a big challenge in itself, but I'm really excited to kind of work with MS UK and actually help them to hopefully get some funding as well. MS UK have been great help with me when I got diagnosed with my MS. So it's just me kind of saying thank you to them, and also I think it's an amazing thing to actually be able to take part in a marathon, and that being the London one.
Great. That's awesome that you trying to push your limits and boundaries also. That's awesome. I know that you are part of the Team BRIT. Can you tell me more about the team? What are you doing here? And I know that you're racing the same team with your wife.
Yeah, so I've taken a bit of a step back from racing itself, but I'm still part of the team. So I'm a Team BRIT ambassador. My wife races for Team BRIT at the moment, and will be next year as well. Mm-hmm. I had the chance to actually race with her in the Citroen C1 Cup, which was amazing. But actually seeing her this year actually kind of go from strength to strength has been amazing. With Team BRIT, I am there for kind of like events. I help out where I can. I'm generally Osher's, right-hand lady. So if I can help her with anything, I'm more than happy to kind of do that as well. And kind of same with Team BRIT as well. So if there's anything that I'm able to jump in and help them with, more than happy to do that. I think it's amazing to be part of the world's only all-disabled driver race car team. So I think it's a great thing that Team BRIT does, and I'm kind of really happy to be part of the team.
Awesome. So you get opportunity to race the racing car also, and where that you disable. And can you tell people more how is it to race with different controls on the car, as we know that we're using the pedals and you're using something special on your wheel. So tell me more about this. Yeah.
So we have drivers who are paralysed from the kind of waist down, who are missing limbs, who only have use of maybe one leg, one arm, or even like myself, I've got a very weak left leg, so I wasn't able to kind of use that for pressure. So the kind of great thing about Team BRIT is we have a hand control that our race engineer Alloc designed. You're able to drive the car with acceleration, brake, and change gear all on the steering wheel. So on a normal car where you have shift pedals, that's where you would have your acceleration and your brake, and you'll have a kind of toggle switch for your up and down gears as well. So not only are you able to completely not use your legs at all and use everything with your hands, you can also have the ability to use maybe partly hand control and partly pedals as well, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Because, a few times in sim racing, I tried to use my hands on the wheel just for fun. There was, and found it quite easy after some time to just get used to things, and it's like kind of natural to use the throttle with your hands. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's great. You got opportunity, to just jump in the car. It doesn't matter if you disable or not, and to be competitive, and it's really cool.
Yeah, exactly that. With Team BRIT, in order to kind of be part of the team, you do have to have a disability, whether that's mental or physical. But they do kind of academy days where our sponsors are able to kind of come on board, and they will be able to get some of their kind of colleagues or individuals that actually get them into the car and actually feel how the car does drive. I mean, we always test them out on our sim controls. So all of our simulators at Team BRIT HQ, they're all powered by the hand control, so there is no pedals there, so they get the experience of how our drivers actually drive the race car.
That's nice. Awesome. So speaking about the Team BRIT, what kind of cars do you have? What kind of championships do you race in real life?
Yep. So they've got 4 cars. So they've got 2 BMWs. They've got a BMW 1 Series and they've got BMW M240i. And they've also got 2 McLarens 570S, I believe, 520S. But there's 2 of them, which is great. So the championships that they're a part of, the McLaren was in the British GT Cup, and this year it was in the Brit Car Endurance, and both of the BMWs were in the Brit Car Trophy. So next year we are looking to enter in the Brit Car Endurance / Trophy. I think they've kind of bundled it into one championship, which is amazing. And we may even be looking at doing a European series as well, but not too sure on that as of yet.
Awesome. So yeah, we've been speaking about the Team BRIT and what you're doing now for them. Yeah. Can you tell me more about your past and how you started in racing, how you get involved into the sport, and how your passion started?
Yeah, sure thing. So I've always been kind of brought up around cars. My dad had his own mechanics garage, so always around cars. My grandfather used to be a rally car champion out in Tanzania, so I kind of like to say racing is in my blood. Racing is obviously a very expensive sport, so never really kind of dabbled into it. And then I got diagnosed with MS, and I completely stopped driving. So my road car just didn't have the confidence to actually drive that. Then I was sitting at home with Usher, and I saw a documentary on the One Show, which was a TV show on the BBC, and I believe I saw Aaron and Bobby there, and I thought, okay, they're disabled, and not only are they driving cars, they're also driving a race car. So I got in contact with the team founder, and he kind of sent a couple of emails back and forth, had a couple of phone calls, and then he invited me down to a track day for me to kind of get a feel of what the team is about. He got me on the simulator, and I just showed him what I could do, and then gave me the experience to actually kind of take the car out for a couple of laps, which was amazing. Did a little bit more work with them, and then they said to me, if I'm able to get a certain amount of sponsorship, would I be willing to kind of be part of the team? And I kind of thought, oh, this is really exciting. Like, never thought anything like that would happen. Yeah, just joined the team late 2021, I believe it was, and haven't really looked back. I'm grateful that I found them, because they allowed me to actually enjoy driving a road car again, and not be scared of kind of getting on the road with a disability, which is really good, because I'm one of those people where if you're stranded somewhere, call me, I'll come get you, and I kind of lost all of that, and now I've kind of got it back again, which is really nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, that you got opportunities to return back, and that's great. You got this. So outside of the Team BRIT, are you doing something like to inspire the disabled people also? Like maybe you running the social medias and something like this?
So outside, not really. I just kind of do my thing, I guess, on social media. I kind of do, if I do anything, I guess, charity wise or raising awareness, it's generally always for MS UK. They've just been such a great inspiration to me, and I'm more than happy to kind of do what I can to kind of help them. So in October this year in London, we've got a building known as the Gherkin. Climb that, so it was 39 flights of stairs. So I did it last year, and I did it again this year for them as well. So was able to actually kind of step out of my comfort zone again and climb lots of stairs, which was great fun. But I'm a great believer in not letting your disability hold you back. Just because I am disabled doesn't mean that I should be, I guess, tarnished with that word. I want to just make sure that if anyone does have a disability, or we're all human at the end of the day. So if I can just kind of get at least one person thinking more positively or help them out, that I'm happy with that.
That's nice that you think in this way. Definitely. So can you tell me about your future plans and plans for your team? What you want to do in the future?
Mm-hmm. So I know with the team, and I would be honoured to kind of be part of that as well. They want to go to Le Mans 24, want to be the first ever kind of all disabled team out there. I think it would be a great achievement to get Team BRIT out there. So that's what we're aiming for. I know we need to get a GT3 car first in our books, and then we're able to kind of hopefully get invited to Le Mans 24. So looking forward to that. We're always kind of growing, always looking for that kind of sponsorship, whether it's for a individual driver or for the team as well. And we're always happy to kind of talk with organisations, to talk with people as well. We do a lot of work with organisations on disability, equality acts as well. So we'll kind of go into the workplace, we'll kind of let them know, I guess, what it means to be a disabled person, and ways in which that we could hopefully help them as an organisation as well. So we're there to kind of share things and spread the word.
That's a great goal to take part in Le Mans 24, as that's one of the biggest events, I think, in real life motorsport. And I'm doing sim racing, and everybody really like Le Mans in 24-hour race as well. So everybody waiting for this event to happen. So yeah, that's a great goal that your team got. So what do you think, when it's going to be possible for you to get into 24-hour Le Mans? And also, can you tell me what's your favorite track?
Sure. So timelines, we don't have a timeline. I think it's like those things, you can't really put it on anything. It just goes down to, I guess, funding, the drivers that we have, and also the cars that we have as well. In order for us to kind of get on that, we do need to kind of get a GT3 car under our books as well. So until we have that, we can't really go into Le Mans 24. As for my favorite racetrack, everyone generally says it's very boring, but I really like it. Like, I really do like Silverstone, but I just think because it's a very kind of patriotic and historic track. Like, I am happy to say that I may have gone off on a corner, but also Lewis Hamilton has gone off on that corner, so I don't feel as bad. It's I just find it a really iconic track, and for me, it's about an hour away from where I live as well, which I love. But yeah. I say that, but actually I had the pleasure of going to Portimao at the beginning of this year for pre-season testing, and didn't get to drive the track, but I got to be a passenger while Osher was driving in the BMW M240i, and that track was unbelievable. Like, I couldn't see the road at one point, all I could see was sky, and the ups and downs, the turns, it was amazing. Like, I think that was one of the kind of best experiences I've had on track, and I wasn't even driving the car. Which definitely made me feel a little bit green, but it was a great experience, and hopefully we get to do it again next year.
Yeah, Portimao is an amazing track. I'm also a big fan of the tracks with uphills and downhills. Even in sim racing, it gets you so excited. And in real life, I also drove one of the track like this. It was a Kazan ring. It was awesome with some up downs, really fast track. About Silverstone, yeah, it's a kind of unique track. It's not for everyone, definitely, because some people hate it, some people love it, and it's really technical and hard track to drive. I think that's why people just struggle with it a little bit.
No, I'm with you. I know a lot of people say because it's very flat, you don't have the kind of gradients in there as well, but I kind of enjoy it. So yeah, each to their own.
Yeah, you mentioned Lewis Hamilton. What is your favorite F1 driver then? And let's talk about Formula One a little bit. What's your favorite team and driver as well?
Team, I've always liked Mercedes, and I've always liked Lewis Hamilton. But I do also like Lando Norris as well, and McLaren. I think there are some great drivers out there. I'm really excited to see kind of what next season brings as well. Lots of change happening, but I mean, Yeah, I think there are some fantastic drivers. I'm actually looking forward to watching the Las Vegas race next weekend. I got really excited and thought it was this weekend, and then I double checked and I was like, nope, I am ahead of myself. Got another week to wait at least, but yeah, it's going to be exciting to see whether Max is able to get his fourth champion.
Yeah, he's really fast and got just huge experience in racing and sim racing as well. And I'm pretty sure he's definitely deserved this to win this championship. Speaking about Lando Norris, I really like him as a person. I think he's really good and open. So, and alongside with it, awesome driver as well. So this season definitely more interesting. I didn't really follow it, but because my community watching some races, they just share some news with me all the time. So yeah, it's actually I'm so happy to see different people winning races right now and different teams, and it's cool to see because it was a little bit boring when it was all the way Red Bull or all the way the Mercedes, at least for me.
No, I'm with you. I agree with you. It got a little bit boring when it was just kind of the same winner and there wasn't that much excitement. But the last kind of races, I think probably the last kind of 8-10 races we've had, it's been really exciting because there's always someone new. Like last race with Alpine getting kind of 2 podiums, which was fantastic to see as well. So yeah, it's nice to see the change up, which is always good. So definitely excited to see what next year's going to hold.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned that you're living really close to Silverstone. Did you visit any in real life racing events here? Maybe Formula One, maybe GT3's Global Challenge, something like this?
Yep, so did the F1, didn't do it this year, but did it last year. So yeah, great event to kind of go to. Yeah, I love the atmosphere, kind of meet loads of different people as well. So yeah, generally if there is an event kind of car related and we're able to go to, I'm always happy to kind of go there. So
what will be your series to go with? Do you prefer formulas over GT cars, or do you like GT cars as well?
Don't mind GT cars at all. I think for me, the cars are nice, but I think also it goes down to the driver. So I was lucky enough to be coached by a lady called Gabby, or Quick Gabby, and this weekend she is racing in the Indian Premier League. So it's the last round of the racing there. So she's been doing really, really well out there. So it's nice to kind of see those different cars. But also for me, it's about kind of the driver and what they bring to it as well. So yeah, I know some people will say, no, it's all about the cars and all of that. But I think it's also the person who drives the car and the way in which they drive it.
Exactly. I absolutely agree with you. That's about the driver, not about the car, because I'm a big fan of Valentino Rossi, and he was driving in the MotoGP, and now he jumped into GT3s, driving quite fast here as well. And it's always a really cool thing when you see drivers switching from different categories and they still got great pace, they fast, and that really show the real skills of them, and it's amazing.
No, I'm with you. We were lucky enough to the racing down at Brands Hatch. Rossi was there racing with the kind of GT3 cars, so we were able to kind of be there. That was the kind of headline racing, and the Brit Car Endurance Brit Car Championship was able to actually race out there as well, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and Quick Gabby, I know her from Twitch streams, so we met each other in the racing from time to time. I'm so happy to see that she returned back to in real life racing, because she really wanted to do this, and that's awesome when you highlight somewhere and you got opportunity to jump back into real life racing, because it's crazy expensive, definitely. I did it in the past, and I was driving the open wheelers, and fortunately lost the financial part, so my team just completely shut down the program here in Kazakhstan. But I really like that I switched to sim racing, and now I'm in it and got great community and everybody supporting me, and that's awesome that you can kind of stop something, then start it again somewhere in the future, and here's always opportunities and different possibilities as well.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, just because something stops somewhere doesn't mean that's the end of the road. I mean, quick Gabby, she's doing fantastic. Like, she's one of
Hmm.
the drivers for the Jaguar E-Type as well, I believe. So it's amazing to kind of see that. So she's kind of going on the lines of like Abby Pulling as well, Abby Powell as well. I believe there's a few others as well, actually. So I think you've got some of the drivers at the moment who are racing under McLaren as well.
Hmm.
So it's nice to see.
Yeah. How do you feel about female and male-dominated sports? Do you feel that we already a part of this world, or we have to inspire more girls to get into the racing and sim racing as well?
Always inspire more. I mean, the championship that Osha was in this year, I believe she was the only girl in the championship. So it's still kind of showing you that there isn't enough female. Yes, we've got kind of female like championships happening like F1 Academy as well, but it still needs more. Still need more in there. So everything at the moment is still very male dominated. When you go to, I guess, race days, race events, you will generally see probably 80 to 90% males, and then a few more females. So even with our team, it's me and Osha who are the only females at the moment. Yes, I've taken a step back. I'm not racing, so she's the only female driver that we have for Team BRIT at the moment. So goes to show, out of, I think there's eight drivers, or 9 drivers, only one of them is female.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that we really need to, with our examples, we can show other girls that like they can go to racing, they can go to sim racing, and just feel welcome here. And this is what INIT Esports doing also, and that's great. So actually, I can see that we got more girls right now in sim racing and in racing also, and girls also working in motorsport industry, which is great. So I can tell that 5-6 years ago we didn't have a lot of girls in industry. Right now, so we gaining a little bit more girls, and that's good to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
Yeah. How do you feel to be a girl in this racing, in this sport?
That doesn't really bother me, actually, in all honesty. I mean, I probably dress as a bloke most of the time anyway, so it's all right. I mean, I kind of see it as my kind of, I guess, my power, being the kind of one of the few only females out there as well. But I kind of see it as an honor as well, because there's a reason why I'm doing it, and hopefully by more individuals seeing that there are girls in this field, it's going to open that door for other girls to actually jump on board as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, don't be shy, just kind of jump in head first, as I say.
That's true. As you in the team with your wife, can you tell me more, where did you meet each other, and how was it to be with the 2 drivers in one family?
Sure. So I met her through one of her friend was actually looking for her. So kind of met online, and then we started chatting, and then we both just kind of clicked, and been together for about 9 years now, and married 6. Wow. So yeah, we've been together a long time. As for having 2 drivers, she's definitely more competitive than me, but she is, I will say it, hands down, she is the far better driver. And she knows that, to be fair. She's got ADHD, and she's autistic as well. So that is kind of her superpower. So she's able to kind of calculate things much more in advance, whereas I'm still working on the first corner and she's already on the 5th or the 6th in her head. So yeah, but it's great fun, and we kind of bounce off each other. And I know when she just started actually driving the race car, it was really nice for me to give her pointers on kind of some of the track, and saying, yep, okay, this is what I've learned, this is what you've got to do here, we've got to do this on that. And it was really nice to actually pass that information on to her, and now she's like, yep, I know what I'm doing, you don't need to tell me. I was like, okay, that's cool. You enjoy. So yeah, I mean, we still a little bit of competitiveness, but I'm just really proud of her and everything that she's done, and I'm excited to see what 2025 holds for her.
Yeah, that's great. I got a husband and he's also into sim racing, and we usually also share our experience with each other and trying to work on laps together. And it's really cool to have the partner next to you who can help you anytime and just. You kind of can see the corners in a different way, and it's a really cool opportunity.
No, I'm with you. Kind of work with each other and learn from each other as well. That's one of the things that the drivers do as well. So like with each car, each driver has a driver pairing, and normally you'll find is that where one driver is struggling, the other driver can kind of conquer that bit. So they kind of work with each other, and it's really nice to see. So yeah.
Yeah, outside of the racing, what do you like to do? Like on your weekends with your wife? Maybe you like to go somewhere or something.
We normally generally just chill. We've got 2 dogs, so we normally just kind of chill with them or kind of chill with family as well. Brother-in-law just had a little girl, so it's nice to actually spend time with the family and watch her grow as well, which is always nice. But we're normally just very chilled. We're busy working Monday to Friday. So sometimes on the weekends you just want to just relax. If there are some fun kind of events happening, so maybe we'll go to like a car show. If the weather's nice, it's always fun to go to a car show when you've got good weather. Yeah, we'll maybe do something like that.
What kind of dogs do you have?
So we've got two Chow Chow crosses. So one is 3/4 Chow Chow and the other is half Chow Chow. So we've got Nala, who is going to be 4 in 2 weeks' time, and we've got Cody, who is 2.5 years old. So they are auntie and nephew, but brother and sister.
That's awesome. I got also a dog that's a Shetland sheepdog. She's really cute, super active. We're doing some agility with her, so running together, and also doing some nose work where she's finding smells and everything. It's really fun. That's my first dog, and she definitely teach me a lot of things and open like my mind to a lot of things in this world. It's really, really cool, and she's so cute.
No, I'm with you. It makes it so much more, I guess, rewarding when you can kind of see them enjoying the time that you kind of spend with them as well. Like, I love it. Like, literally, probably about an hour ago, just trying to go upstairs, trying to get stuff ready, and they were like, "No, where are you going?" And I'm like talking back, and I'm like, "Guys, come on now." I was like, "You need to just chill for a little bit." My plan was to bring them up, but yeah, they both like to jump in front of the screen.
That's awesome. Yeah, they, dogs really enjoy this life, and they super positive about all things. Oh, you with me, we're going for a walk. That's great.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what am I getting? You've got a treat. Oh, you're cutting vegetables. Let me have some. Yeah, always there.
That's awesome. What can you suggest to people who want to get into racing? What will be your advice for them?
So don't hold back. Always ask questions. Always kind of meet people. I know, like in the UK, I believe it's probably around this time, or maybe even next week, so around kind of the mid to late November time. I think Silverstone holds it, where there's different championships and different cars, and you're able to actually go and see them, get a feel for it, meet other team members, see other cars and people, and just kind of see what's out there as well. Always, I guess, connect with people, and I know I can say this for Team BRIT. We're very open, we're very friendly. If anyone wants to have a chat with us, or they see us at a kind of race event, like, we're always welcome. So we're a big family. So yeah, just don't be shy, reach out.
Yeah, that's great advice. We've been talking about this on other INIT Talks, that sim racing community and Twitch community are really open and welcoming all the time to newcomers. So people like trying to help you, trying to guide you for your journey into sim racing. And so do you see that the same thing happening in real life racing? Because unfortunately, when I race in open wheelers, I think it's a bit different from GT cars. So I didn't get a lot of welcoming people around me. They all been really like competitive, to focus on their self. Yeah, really close.
Yeah.
Do you see this also in GT community or not?
So I wasn't part of so I only went to a GT race, I believe, like 1 or 2 races. So I wasn't really there for in the paddock and stuff, but I haven't seen anything negative kind of within that. I know in like the smaller championships, everyone is always very welcoming as well. So I think it was I think in the garage next door to us, one of their tools broke and they asked if they could borrow one of ours, and our mechanics were like, yep, go for it. So everyone was very friendly, very open and stuff as well. So I think it also goes down to which championships you go to as well. Certain ones are probably more not as open, so you're not able to kind of get into the pits and stuff. But I would always say, always try, and all you can do is ask, and if someone says no, there's always next time as well.
Yeah, that's true. All the time, like you get no. Here is opportunity that you going to get yes from someone else, because actually, most of the people, they're really open, they're really kind, and they happy to help you. Especially if they got really big experience in racing, or in sim racing as well. Yeah, they trying to help you if you're new here.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So, can you tell me what do you enjoy the most about racing, and do you like endurances or sprint races more?
So for me, one of the things I kind of enjoy about racing, I think it goes down to, I guess, the team that you're part of as well. I said earlier, Team BRIT is a big family, so it's always a kind of enjoyable event. All the drivers kind of get on with each other, all the management as well. So it's nice to kind of just see everyone. When it comes to racing, I think it goes down to, I guess, which car you're driving. I enjoy actually watching both racing, to be fair, because in a sprint race, normally you can kind of tell who's going to win earlier on in the race, unless there's a blowout or a puncture, and then it kind of delays it. Whereas in endurance, you just don't know, because the car has to run for such a longer time that you just don't know if that car's going to make it or what's going to happen in the meantime as well. So I think they're both different within themselves. So I'm lucky enough to be able to kind of witness both on a race weekend, which is always fun.
I think endurance racing is really special, so that like whole team working on the strategies and how to count the fuel, count the stints for the drivers, and also make some repairs faster. So from my side, I think that endurance races, they a bit more fun for me, so I really like to do them in sim racing also. But sprint races just give you kind of different mindset, so you have to start, you have to really push the car out of the limits, and just go as fast as you can. In endurance, you have to think how to save the car for other drivers to not get into the troubles, and it's awesome that we got different type of racing, and people can choose the best for them.
Yeah, no, exactly that. I know with the kind of sprint races we had this year, sadly the car in the first couple of races was suffering with a boost leak, so it was always a very quick kind of repair when it was driver change, and the mechanics did great to kind of get that issue fixed, and for us to actually finish the race and also get podiums as well, which is always good to see. And like you said, it's not just about the drivers, it's also about the mechanics and all the team as well. The whole team is involved on there. So you've got to make sure that if you're only going out with a full tank, you've got to make sure that there is enough fuel in there for you to kind of cross the finish line as well. So yeah, it's always a nice environment to kind of see the way in which those individuals kind of work together.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I agree with you. Can you tell me what's your plans for the future in racing? Would you like to jump into the car again, and what series it will be for you?
So I think if I do jump back in the car, it will definitely be with kind of Team BRIT. Future-wise, I'm not sure if I see that happening in the next kind of few years, and we're kind of going through kind of fertility planning and adoption at the moment as well. So for me, my focus is to kind of start a family as well. I'm kind of happy to kind of be on the sidelines and kind of watch Osha kind of do what she does. Like I said, she is the far better driver. So if if it had to be between one of us, I'm just glad that it's her doing it, and she's also able to kind of live her dream, because it's something that I know she always said to me that when she was younger, she said she either wanted to be a race car driver or a pilot, and she's not a pilot, so she's able to kind of be a race car driver, which is very cool.
All right. So can you tell me then about her plans for 2025 or upcoming years?
Yeah. So still be with Team BRIT. So I believe she is going to be staying in the BMW MT40i. Not sure, not entirely sure who she will be driving with. I think there's going to be an announcement for that at the end of the year, beginning of next year. But excited to kind of see what that driver pairing will be like as well, and hopefully get some more first class podiums. No pressure, Osher, but we would like some more silverware. I know the team would like some more silverware. So yeah, it's gonna be an exciting year, 2025, definitely.
Yeah, should be a great season. I hope you will get some podiums with the Team BRIT, and as soon as possible you'll get to Le Mans 24. We're going to cheer for you because that's personally one of my favorite events. So as I said before, it's awesome. So before we wrap up, can you tell me what's your motto of the life? Like, yeah. So what do you think about this?
For me, I'm generally a very kind of positive person, so I don't let that negativity kind of hold you back. So I think what I would say to people is, if there is something that is kind of digging at you, don't let it kind of drag you into a dark hole. Try and see the positive outlook on things. And we're all here to kind of talk to as well. So if anyone ever wants a chit chat, I'm only a message away. So yeah, always happy to kind of be a shoulder or an ear to kind of listen into. But yeah, just try and stay as positive as you can.
That's true. I got kind of the same thoughts in my head, so I'm trying to stay positive and try to look at things like in positive way. Even if something bad happen, you always got like next opportunity, next day to shine bright.
Exactly that. It's not the end of the world. There's always another day.
Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for this talk. I really enjoy that. And wish you good luck for your future, for the Team BRIT, and also hopefully your marathon will go great and you're going to enjoy it.
Thank you so much. I will keep you guys updated, and it's lovely meeting you, and thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys. See you. Thank you so much for watching.
See you later. Bye.